comes down to the T sides of LYP, their biggest strength lies with the Wolfpack mentality plays, where they just group up and hit a bomb site together. A lot of these, we've seen a lot of these ideas and attempts to just spread around and have different players take different points of contact at the same time. It hasn't really been working out too well, though. Especially not when Insani's playing like he's been. Same for Venom Zero. Those have been the two main people on the side of MIBR keeping them afloat. That might be a safe call for LYP. Good flash. Hap is still able to get a kill. 2 HP to spare, but that basically confirms the round 100% for MIBR, and you've just lost 1 SMG. They should focus on keeping all 4 alive. Money's very low. NQZ's working with $50. Venom Zero's got 300. LNZ's got nothing. And Insani's on 300 as well. Burnson will need a drop going into the next round, so... yeah, you better make sure you don't lose any guns.
Yeah.
The one thing that LYP have been able to do so far is keep the economy of the CTs just to the extent of them not having enough to put NQZ on an AWP, right? And this is where he's probably going to feel a little bit more unlocked. He's going to be able to become more mobile, going around the map, searching for openings, allowing people to play stacks on the bomb sites by covering positions by himself. You don't want him to get warm. Quite the opposite. They're going.
They are. And what will stop them is the question. Hap says nothing. What a conversion onto NQZ's head. HE to break the smoke, but it's just chip damage onto Divine. That is basically the round at this point. Okay. What an answer back from LYP.
And now you're back to what was working, right? We had that conversation right before the start of the round. Some of these calls out of spawn, just keeping it simple, right? It's so obvious that today, individually, LYP are sharp. And they can go toe-to-toe with some of these MIBR players. So you just group up and play basic Counter-Strike. You've been going for these solo plays out of ramp, and they've denied ZMB twice now. So if you're MIBR, you're probably not thinking they would try something like this again. And it's such a basic round. Molly stairs, smoke jungle, molly sandwich, another molly towards the back of triple. You go out, you force Burnson out of position. He gets dealt with. NQZ knows that he needs to force the issue in order to give them something for a way back into the post plant. You shut him down, and basically that's the round. The fact that they don't have the AWP as well means that you don't really need to think about flashing CT or smoking it or being worried about an AWP being posted into worst ticket. And now MIBR have taken another big financial hit. They should be alright for another reinvestment, but LYP are still close enough. No money for the OP again. Keep bringing that one up, and they're going for the A play again. Is it the same call?
They are.
It looks like it. This time they have 2 players in Palace, so it's a bit of a different variation. Jungle smoke's there. CT smoke this time around as well.
MIBR will definitely realize there's some sort of a flood happening. To what extent is this a commitment? HE avoided from LYP. They're able to get the timing nicely. Runners in, getting damage across and the pick. It's important. Insani also is getting into the groove, but Allison positions nicely in the center of the site. Takes 2 down and a 3v3 now required for the comeback.
Are they going back? They've not planted the bomb. They've left 1 player on the bomb side. That's going to be Leo Monster, and they're both going back with the bomb. Flash goes high. Leo Monster goes down. Now they know the bomb side is free. They should be thinking about going back. Thing is, there still is that smoke in towards top connector. And Venom Zero might be a little bit too slow to get in towards Thunder. He's going to hear the steps, that's for sure. But he might not be able to stop them.
You always risk that this is an overcook.
They've got a palm plan out of this. The question is if they're going to be able to deal with that fast flank in towards the apartments.
Well, Market respected the timing. Divine. There was a chance the world lined up there, but both LNZ and Venom Zero are able to connect on their individual engagements, and that is that for MIBR. able to get through yet another A-kit.
I feel like the main difference between this one and the previous one was the speed, right? The fact that they didn't want to go with a mullion towards the stairs, but they rather opted for the triple smoke execute, right? So plan A was, let's just try and win the bomb side, get the bomb planted, then we're going to see what happens. But they threw so much utility, and it felt like there was a very big window between the util being thrown and indicating to MIBR what was going on, and the first players actually making it out of ramp. If anything, there wasn't a second guy that made it out of ramp. It was just one player out of Tetris, another guy swinging from Palace trying to get the refrag. That was about it. Nobody else actually helping. Leo Monster did get one refrag, but then he was left alone on the bomb side, so that was a little bit of a scrappier affair out of LYP.
And with that, difficult times. Galil, Tech 9. Far from the maximum input to the round.
It's still a very tight game. I know it's a 2-round game for MIBR, but their money is still incredibly low. So LYP are in a good position, especially with this opening kill going their way. NQC gets shut down. And look at Allison. He's already in kitchen. They've got no clue. He's just looking for LNZ. And he knows there's going to be one player in towards the B-bomb side with Yop already spotted. They've
spotted on
seen
short.
the player going short, but as long as LNZ gets shut down, this round is done.
You've got to find it. Allison, come on. Eventually pulls the trigger. And now this is when LYP start pushing through. Insani seeing multiple appear on his screen. But Allison has no remorse. This guy's on a level of his own. He's playing 3D chess while the rest of the map is playing checkers.
I'm not even sure if we can call it 3D chess.
LYP.
I think we can call it poker. He literally saw the smoke. That was their own smoke. That had a massive gap on the right-hand side. It's a 4 versus 3. He knows there's a guy there, and he goes, you know what?
I'm chasing.
I'm going for it. I don't care if I go down, they've got a very legitimate chance of actually winning the round, and I'm just throwing our advantage away. It's just the aggression. It's just how crazy and unorthodox it is. Allison's got no chill. No fear.
Does not. And this is kind of a testament to his performance all game long, right? We were talking about how Insani was taking MIBR to a high level this game, how much he's pulling the team across with the multi-kills, with the entries. Allison also is having a very similar result. Sure, input from Divine and Mid in this round, but you're just looking at the pure impact Allison has been having. 20 kills to 13 deaths. While the next fragger of the squad is at 11.
It's a one-man show, isn't it? It's kind of like what
Insani on the other end
has been doing on the other side. Yeah, exactly. At least he's getting the support of Venom Zero. Speaking of which, Allison with another opening kill. Make it a double now. Swing comes in, and Insani trying to hunt that refrag. Oper posted. This is all the money. That's all in, boys. You lose this round, it's a leveled game, and you've got nothing. Nada. Zilch.
So one of the things LP, we imagine, was trying to target at the start of the series by taking timeouts very prematurely, very early, was to make sure that LP don't get ahead of themselves. There's always the danger of that happening.
I feel like the biggest issue was trying to get these first couple of rounds on the back of the dedicated side hits just to try and disturb the money on the CT side. Because the moment that MIBR are left with no utility, a couple of SMGs, some lighter rifles, they're bound to go for aggressive plays. And this is where LYP can actually spread around and play that passive default and punish, right? And again, I know we've been bringing that one up multiple times, so I definitely have, but they've been doing such a good job at keeping the money for MIBR low that NQC is yet to play an AWP.
Burning up LNZ.
And that's terrifying.
Play.
MIBR have been winning rounds, but they've not been able to get that money cushion. They've had no financial security whatsoever.
Barely. Maybe there was one situation where they had a comfortable buy. Max 2. Always having to give and take, though. 5 survivors for LP. And this is for equilibrium, where the forces meet zero. Newton's first law.
We're learning physics. Yeah.
This is me hoping it's Newton's first law and it's not his second. It's a Newton law, but which one?
What do you think?
It's the first.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? You sure?
I would be lying if I said I'm sure.
Well, Newton's first law, Pavlos, is that an object at rest will remain at rest, and an object in motion will continue moving at a constant velocity.
Sorry, that is it's second law.
Unless acted upon by a next external force.
Ah, no,
I'm sorry. Are you talking about the one that every action there's an equal and
every action
opposite
has
reaction?
an equal and opposite reaction?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
the third law of Newton.
That is the third law. Wow, it's a good thing I never studied physics. It's been 10 years since high school. That makes sense now. LNZ with a double kill though. This is a great winning situation for MIBR, and Sandy with a pistol doing damage. This is crazy. ZMB. Positive side of life is that he does have the bomb available to him, but he's got so much to do from here.
Not the half-eye. At least you need a bomb plant. Overspotted. Flash goes high. ZMB trying to hunt him down. Two players coming out of CT, able to get a third, but the refrag comes through, and you were spot on as Newton's third law and MIBR have found a response with the half-buy.
My lord.
Что за джек, блядь?
And everything that has been putting LP on the pedestal has set them back this time. Like we said, all about staying composed. Imagine going up to the upper bracket finals off the back of a win against MIBR. LP would be one game away, one series, to get themselves to StarSeries, and what a result that would be. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. MIBR look to see if they can interrupt that from happening right here, right now. And look at this. It's ridiculous. Spicy, ferocious, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. LP don't drop a player in the A-site effort push.
That's so sick. They just don't give a damn, do they? When nothing works, we just group up and go and hit A, boys. And that's the exact that we want. That's the variation that's been working out. Molly stairs, smoke jungle, flashes go high. You get the opening kill, and then people are starting to run through smoke, starting to look for desperate reactions. It all starts off by allowing MIBR to actually initiate with the break of the smoke, the attempt of a ramp peak. You didn't like what you saw on the other side, though, when ZMB is going to try and get that gun out of the hands of LNZ. Spam comes through. Both of them winning their fights. I'm not really sure if Divine wants to risk going down here. You know, if you take the guns away, they're in a whole lot of trouble, but Divine's alone. Might want to wait for Allison to get a little bit closer.
May. And indeed, Allison closes in. The footsteps are audible, so you can tell LNZ is looking in that direction. Shots thrown. Walking right past his opponent. LNZ looking at the wrong angle, and that is one more player down. NQZ loses that AWP. He'll be in trouble, and he's done after relegation. Has got enough money to buy, but not much to drop after that. What is the call for MIBR?
Everyone calm down now. They need a tactical timeout. This is the perfect moment to stop. And that's exactly what they do. You've got a little bit of money on some players. I think you had 2 or 3 players that can go for the rifles, but you've got 2 players on $2,000 or under $2,000, around 18 and 1900. So you need to make a tough call here. Do you go for a half buy with 1 hero rifle, you let LYP get up to 12, and then you have the full buy, or you go all in, risking a potential 11-13 scrappy purchase? It's a tough call to make. And MIBR could be dropping down into the elimination bracket. That's not something that we expected to see. And if they end up losing, they'd be playing against the winner of Bestia and Galoris, and they'll need to win 4 consecutive games if they want to make it into StarSeries Season 20. And they've made the call with the full eco. They want to have everything on offer to try and force OT.
YP. They'll be on map and series points again. MIBR. 2-0 at that. But it all has to converge in the round after this. If everything goes to plan in this round, that is, which it's hard to imagine it doesn't. For now, MIBR take the gamble, the risk to move most of their players towards that B-bomb site. No real deep exploration, however, for LYP towards A to figure out it's clear, it's open. It does look like they may end up in that direction. No information, no noise handed out from MIBR. No smokes, no HEs. It's eerie for LYP.
Oh, okay.
Divine figuring out NQZ's angle there.
Yeah, they're going A.
It's an opening interconnector.
They've avoided the stack. This is going to be 12 rounds. This is map and match point for a 2-0 in favor of LYP. How surprising is that? Did anyone have that on their bingo card? Answer should be no, or you're a liar.
Look, even if it goes to OT, even if they do lose on that third map, this has gone way further than any of us expected. And if you said you thought LYP had a chance like this, you're lying. They've truly shown that they can maintain this pressure even against greater teams.
Going back to the BRS forecast, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's 32 points and 5 places gained by a victory today.
Yeah, they become top 60 if they win this game. And for MIBR, you're losing 30 points.
And that's a place dropped, I think, from 14 to 15.
No, it's from 16 to 17th, but
16
one place, yeah. And you got the points right. One round away. What an impressive affair that's been. Allison is 26 and 14. This man's a beast and he cannot be stopped. And of course, they're calling another A play. What they've been getting so much success with, they want to close the game by just doing the same, running out full speed, trying to deal with that solo player on the side. Burzon with the support of Insanity. Rotations are coming through, but they've slowed things down.
Wave 2. They're trying to go in with a second system. MIBR now, I must be curious.
Burzon's playing up close.
Questions asked. Now, how does MIBR answer?
That might be what they're hoping for. He's right in front of him.
Ooh. You'd heard the jump smokes. You know the smokes are coming. You can see the flashes on your screens, and that's the only thing you can see. Bernison with that first pick taking down the biggest threat of the server. With Allison no longer being online, you're relying on the rest to show up. Divine gets a shot across, keeps things level, but MIBR have got that one extra player, full site control. Sure, they're blocked off for now with the smokes, but no site push from LP in found.
And they're going back again. Thing is, MIBR had no vision on the bomb side, so they don't really know if there's a player towards the back of Default, towards Ninja, towards Tetris. They're not going to move a muscle here. You should be waiting for the bomb to get planted. LNZ's going to try and make his way towards top middle, but he's missed him already. He's not going to hear the steps. They're going to get a free bomb site to work with. He's heard him.
Now he does. He knows. Rushing, dashing towards short. Waiting for his team, though. Doesn't want to overstep his welcome. It's going to be a 2v3, but MIBR not far off to react.
Insani's already up close. LNZ just waiting for Venom Zero to join him. Hap and Divine. Can they pull this 2 versus 3 off?
They expect someone to still be in apartments. Information there. Divine forced off the angle. A little bit of chip damage from the HE. He's going to be isolated. At least that's the attempt from MIBR. Timing is everything for Hap. Oh, they're not fully checking him. is able to find the first one, knows there's one right beneath him, and can assume the others and mark it. But Venom Zera finds a headshot, and overtime becomes a reality. What MIBR were aiming for, what MIBR were setting up for, they have achieved, and they may be able to take vengeance on Mirage.
Whew, by the skin of their teeth. This is so close. It never should have been that close, but at least they stay alive. And they needed the retake as well. You see that player in towards the apartments. He had a timing to get the first kill. Maybe that would have helped Divine as well. Unfortunately for Hap, had to try and pull off the 1 versus 3 clutch, and he was just not aware of the possibility of a player coming in from kitchen that later on. The last second rotation back B almost works out. Now we've got bonus play. CSGO rules, folks. First to 16, 15 apiece, and we're going into double OT. Can LYP do it? Insani and Venom Zero have been trying so hard. Insani's on 24 and 13. Venom Zero is the next with 15 frags. And then you've got Allison on the other side with a 26 and 15. It really has been an individual showdown between the two of them. Nice opening out of Divine. LNZ jump spotting. Punished. Molotov registered. Leo Monster looking for the timing on short. Spotted by Insani, but that means more pressure onto Venom Zero.
You can hear the commotion, and he spots out a couple of barrels. Where does he focus first? The shadow of Allison appears, but now he's seeing a shadow of himself on this shadow realm. LYP again turning the tides in their favor. Double the amount of players available to them, and they do not over-aggress. Even the guarantee in the back lines. Hap is traversing the world.
That's one of these moments, isn't it? If you're at YP, you're just thinking, why couldn't we do this in the previous round? It all comes down to Divine taking the initiative, though, getting that good spawn for the B apartments pick. Opening things up onto LNZ, and then the moment that you see Insani in towards the bench, you realize the Oper's not there, Venom Zero is alone. We can try and put pressure on him. That's exactly what they do. These opening kills have been so good, and this time it's Hap. It's not a B-rush. They're just going all in.
LNZ gets the first blood. Not too bad for MIBR if they want to change things up. Divine is back with an orb kill of his own. Divine keeps it going with Allison fully fueled to continue the pursuit. Bernison gets that one pick to make things fathomable.
Another 2v2, another post-plant situation in towards the B-bomb side, but this time you've got Divine posted, watching short with that AWP. Re-smoke coming in. How do they get past this? Do they break it? Do they walk through? Allison's just going to be on the other side. They can't see him. He's in such a power position.
And the jump over, so you still can't spot him. You have to check this corner. Flash, look away, turn around. Allison with both! And of course, it's him to show up yet again. Allison unleashes upon MIBR. No equal chances here.
You've heard about Allison Becker. Do they have any type of connection? Because Allison has been saving MIBR's asses today. They even blinded themselves. He's on 31 and 15. That's a good old Brazil Classico by Allison. 14-12, looking for a pristine key site in OT. And look at the buy for MIBR. Out of money, double MP9, MP7 for LNC. M4's just in the hands of Venom Zero and Insani. They need someone, anyone. Insani's been the man for MIBR on so many different occasions, but can you really put all your trust, all your hopes into the hands of one player? Double up on the T side, and it's working out wonders. They're just getting farmed. Venom Zero finally getting one in exchange.
And look at the response. LYP rotating over. None of this A site. Feel that Venom Zero needs to be respected. With LNZ now having to hold over this B site, he's going to deal with two different angles.
Yeah, Leo Monster's coming in from behind. LNZ's a dead man walking, and he's made steps. They know exactly where he's at. He's going to be dead in 3, 2, 1. A little bit delayed, but you get the idea.
QZ, Venom Zera. Last two players for a chance to win a CT round for MIBR.
It's just not happening. It doesn't feel possible. 2v4, no defuse kits either. Allison welcomes another one and making one more double kill out of Allison. He's absolutely unstoppable, and so are LYP. MIBR. Oh, where are you today?
This is nuts. So all that from MIBR to not win a single round on the CT side of OT. Frustrating. Allison disconnects. Not the player you want off the server if you're LYP. He's really put your team on his shoulders. All right. A moment to breathe, drink water.
That's been such an impressive run, man. At this point, I guess, if you're watching the game and if you just join in towards this tournament for some of the favorites and see how they're doing, it is so easy to hop on that LP hype train. Yesterday against the Bounty Hunters, it was a good comeback, but then, again, it's not a team that you would say you're shocked that they're able to take down. Today's performance against MIBR has been excellent. And they win this game. These guys are going to be 2 best of 3s away from qualifying for a $500,000 event. An opportunity to play against teams like Vitality, Fury, and Na'Vi, Mouse, Aurora, Magic. What a miraculous run that's been so far from these folks.
No, it's been mad. Mad respect. MIP in a very good spot. 3 rounds. 3 chances. And MIBR. Not in a situation that they thought they'd be in. Sure, they can see the humor in it. And thankfully for them, there is a lower bracket. But that's not a low, easy lower bracket, man. So many good teams. Harsh times. Allison. Well, he's in the room.
And he's gone, and he's back. Okay, we're getting a water bottle refill. Yeah.
A bottle of water.
A bottle of water.
I feel like that's like a DJ swipe on a disc, you know.
Also, it's probably a little bit insulting if you're British and you hear us saying that, but you are half British.
I'm half English, man. I'm allowed to do it.
Yeah, so it's fine.
I get the pass. I get the pass. So, now on the CT side, double AWP setup for LYP.
What do you do? Where do you go if you're MIBR? It's been a while since you were on that T side. Hap has been left alone on a very pre-fireable angle, right? And this is always a bit of a risk when you're running that type of a setup on B. It's going to be a split. Ope about to make the first point of contact. Do they have a flash for Divine? Oh. Backed away.
Instead, Bernison gets blocked off. The rest of the short play is about to move forwards. They step up in front of each other. Bernison having the better timing on that. How does it even happen? Divine can't quite connect. Going from bad to worse in this round for LYP, MIBR get given a gift.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird, wasn't it? I mean, it's not even the decision of the Opera to fall back and re-smoke for the B player because it was too quiet for too long, but it did get a little bit weird there for Hap, didn't it? He heard the steps going out of the left-hand side. You can probably guess that there was a lot of communication going on in the meantime, so he didn't really realize exactly where Burnson was coming from, but that probably should have been a free kill for Hap, and it would have made the task a little bit easier for Divine as well. It's not something to be kicking yourself about, though. It's just the first. You're going to get 2 more opportunities, and Allison keeps racking up these kills. He's on 34 and 16 now. Big man Allison with the big boy pants. They've avoided him for the first one. They need 2 more in order to force double OT MIBR.
Is it one of those moments where, oh, this guy's in this site, let's avoid him? It's a lot easier to do when the guy you're avoiding has got the AWP, but Allison, no, that's the rifler.
It might
Part
be,
of the spot.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think you want to give too many opportunities to Allison. The thing is that he's usually the short player. They were just running that type of a setup that he wasn't there, right? So
sure.
I'd say it was just the plan. And there goes the opening kill courtesy of NQZ.
If they keep on getting picks like this isn't too bad of a situation for MIBR. Softening up the CT defenses.
Oh, look at Reed. They've rotated 3 guys in towards A. Hap has been left alone. He's jump spotting and not seen anything in towards the B bomb side, so just got a pretty stacked bomb side here with the AWP staring at the ram. That's because you've got 1 player right in front of Palace. This is still dangerous for MIBR. Very dangerous.
And you do have Insani on the lurk. ZMB just shown his ground. A minute on the clock. MIBR still can make the choice to rotate over. Leo Monster, hearing Venom Zero's footsteps, walks directly in front of him. And now things have turned. This time it's LYP's time to have the advantage, but Insani is getting away with quite a bit. Was that heard from Hap? Well, now he knows that there's presence around. May want to avoid confrontation. Does get shut down by Insani. 3 on 3 as MIBR try to make the B side the target. ZMB tries to not get caught, but instead overstays his welcome, and Insani is his maker. And he wants to go even more further forwards. Allison versus Insani. This has been a game of these 2 players, and a standoff could define the fate of this game. But for now, they hold off, realize this game has greater volumes, LYP, to stand away.
That was a little bit weird, though, wasn't it? I mean, they had a player in towards stairs, so surely you just ask him to take care of short, and you don't leave the B-bomb side like this. You open a bit of a gap, and then ZMB misses 2 shots on that AWP. Oh! Oh, God! That's filthy. Insani's online. He really is here. Styling on them.
Oh, goodness me. It's much more easier for a team that has an individual that is on a high-flying performance to carry on that T side. And we're seeing it both from Insani and from Allison. The whole team is rallying up around them, following up on the space that's created from them. Allison hasn't had a chance to have impact on the CT side. I hate that it's...
Sit down.
You know, a rinse and repeat of the same story of you putting focus on these 2 players, but they truly have a tremendous impact on this map.
Yeah, Insani's just having a superstar performance right now. That should have been the end of the game, and he saved them single-handedly, breaking through that B-bomb side. His teammates got mopped in towards A. They had 3 chances, 3 opportunities to close it out. And they've thrown them out the window. 1 final chance.
Only damage onto NQZ. Can't feel too comfortable about taking a mid-fight. He's gotten away with a couple of picks so far on the T side. Allison, do you try and go aggressive? You've got Leo Monster trying to help out with a push. I don't want to overstay their welcome. It's one of those situations where you're afraid to make a mistake.
Going for another A play. Hope of Divine is here. No presence in towards middle. Insani once again trusted with that sole presence in towards under. Main issue with this, he needs his teammates to get a little bit of success in order for him to have any impact into the round whatsoever. If they just get annihilated, he's going to be too late to the party.
Whoa, Divine and Leo Monster both connect on the shots, and this could be curtains. This could be it. You need one of these MIBR players to go berserk, and Venom Zera might just be that answer. Leo Monster taking down NQZ. Venom Zera continues his pursuit, and LNZ is there to help out. Suddenly a 2v2. It felt like a 4v2 would be enough for the advantage, but no. MIBR begs to differ.
Allison. He's coming in from behind. They might not be ready for the timing.
You can't avoid confrontation with Allison. He knows where to go. He knows where to fight. And he spots out both of the players on his screen, deals with a one, calls in for the assistance. Venom Zera, a half HP, but it's enough! Headshot land, and yet another opportunity missed by LYP to close out this series.
And finally, Insani gets a little bit of help. Finally, someone there to support. And it's Venom Zera going absolutely nuclear in the 1v2 clutch. That should have been it. A 5 versus 3, a 4v2. Allison coming in from the back lines, unable to finish off what he started. And Venom Zera with the one tap, the 4-piece. What a game.
How do you get into this scenario again?
Watch him win the first round of OT now, by the way.
5 total opportunities for LYP to close out this series.
Oh, it's 4. It's 4.
Is it 4? Because it was 13.
12, 11.
12, 11. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Ooh. All right.
Spot for LNZ. This is the turnaround. I feel like if MIBR win this map, Nuke could be one of the quickest maps we've seen. It's what breaks the camel's back, really.
It's been tough. MIBR refusing to let down, and LNZ starting to look a lot sharper in towards middle as well, deleting both Leo Monster and Allison.
LYP is struggling on the CT side. Can they find an answer here? They're not too far behind. If they have the right setup for MIBR's target, could be something timing here. Everything, but bullet lands on the wall. Can't get full damage off of LNZ. A triple kill for him on his mid endeavors. Sure. Individual sequences.
Okay.
That's how you turn around on his head.
Oh my goodness.
No, wants to continue. So much pressure exerted. Venom Zera can't feel comfortable planting where he's visible from connector. 36 points of health. Bomb needs to go into the ground. 15 seconds. Hap finally shut down. And Divine now left one-on-one where he approaches from jungle. Previously spotted from CT. Is that when Venom Zera checks? He does, but Divine is way too close for that to be accounted for. LYP's first CT side round on the overtime rounds has just been found.
That's insane. It feels like at this point, whoever gets left in a 2v4 has a bigger chance of winning the round than the other team. Look at that. That's excellent out of LNZ and towards middle. What more could you hope for? But then Hap brings in all that impact. The triple kill out of short, and Divine is all about the repositioning towards jungle. Venom Zera didn't see it coming. And LYP, they do indeed get the first round on the CT side. In OT number 2. How many can they get away with now? Still in leading position, still in commanding position. Another boost. This one has allowed NQZ to get a couple of openings across the map. Not this time around, though. No fight going his way.
Chance here. Good flick on the wrist. Leo Monster. The sitting duck. And Sani breaking through enemy lines. MIBR looking a lot more confident this time around. Let's split this map into ZMB, Decent nade, softens them up a little bit, but he's going to need an insane headshot sequence for anything to work out in his favor. Divine, only if stars align, and this round is not it. We're looking at a 16-16 scenario.
That was a little bit weird, by the way, because Hap was trying to bait for ZMB, and it felt like it's one of these moments where ZMB's just asking for him to take first point of contact. Couldn't watch in towards the window boost. Allison's trying to walk through the murder hole, take a bit of a chance as he did get spotted out. So maybe he's thinking, okay, Insani knows I'm there. There's no way he's going to be holding for that play. But at this point, with the struggles that both teams have had when it comes down to their CT size, getting one round from MYP is already good enough. You get a second one, you're going to be in pole position. Another good round out of Insani. He's hit the 30 bomb mark as well. Still a long way to go up until he levels up with Allison, who's on 35.
What a game. What a series.
Complete carnage. It's wild Counter-Strike. We said before the start of the game that the only chance for LYP to win this game is to make it very, very nasty and scrappy, right? That's exactly what they've done. It is pure chaos.
You can't afford for Allison to slow down, though. He really has all the team on his back this one. And this time, only a smoke separates him and two other players. Tucks in. His barrel surely got spotted. Or did NQZ pre-fire towards connector? Not sure. Either way, Allison was in the way.
Yeah, it might have been the case. I don't think he was out of the smoke. I think it was just a shot through the smoke from NQZ. It doesn't really matter at this point. And Sani's dropped Leo Monster as well, so we've already started this one in a 5 versus 3. Spread around the mini-map. It's a golden opportunity. You get 17-16, you're going to be putting yourselves in a very good spot to potentially run away with this one. Regathering in towards A. Divine has a chance to throw a spanner into the works, but he's wayward with the AWP, and that should be compromising ZMB as well. He's all alone and isolated. Hap on the other side of the map.
You can see a bit of frustration on his webcam as well. You don't feel too good at this, but if you're LYP, you need to maintain composure. Can't let these things get to you. After all, CT is where both sides have struggled on overtime. Last time on the T side, LYP were flawless, 3 rounds consecutive, and they had 3 chances to close out the game. However, maybe things have changed. Maybe MIBR have been able to tuck in to uncomfortable angles for LYP. It's looking shaky.
Yes, it's definitely mentally one of the more difficult hurdles that you're going to have to overcome. No matter how scrappy MIBR have been and the fact that they've not really played optimal Counter-Strike, it is always difficult to win the final round against a team like this, right? When they have so much experience and so much individual prowess, and guys like Insani and Venom Zero. Burnson's had a bit of a stinker, but LNZ's picked up the slack in the last couple of rounds.
CMB instantly falling down. MIBR having some success early doors. Divine quick to answer back, and now that is Vendage 4 before. NQZ though, you can see the A site approach, and he's calling in for reinforcements, and has a smoke to keep himself out of trouble. Sure, LYP gains site control, but there's a lot of tools for MIBR to throw at the problem.
Still low HP on Insani though. This could get a little bit tricky. Bomb's gonna get planted. Do they really want to go for the boost?
HE lobbed wide. Insani not
I've heard
affected.
a connector player.
How much focus do you really want to put in that direction? Divine finds the first pick onto NQZ. Leo Monster also having similar success. Ticket booth is a position where you simply cannot cross. Boy, is treacherous. There's crocs, sharks, piranhas. Well, everything is biting away at MIBR, and there is no A-site access for them.
What a great round out of Divine, and you can see Leo Monster getting a little bit more hyped up. Look at that from the young Oper. First kill onto NQZ. Hap doing God's work with just getting that information. Taking all that attention away in towards middle and answering back in towards the A-bomb side. Some very good refrags coming out of the T side. We're leveled once again. MYP, they need another perfect half on the T side if they want to run away with this. But ZMB, double up on the T side, has already found that opening onto NQZ.
Oh, it's massive. But what do you do with this advantage? Spread out. Allison on the apartments ploy.
You're playing double up on the CT side as well, but LNZ's not realized that Allison's towards the right-hand side. Eventually, he's going to have to land a flick. And if he misses...
Could be curtains.
It could be. Round over. He's actually made a lot of steps. Allison, he's definitely heard him. I think he recognizes he's got a timing. He's just heard LNZ drop down, scope, and move in towards short.
Doesn't want to risk it in case someone is looking this direction. Venom Sarah mollied away as a potential short play is mustered up. MIBR are wary of it, but Leo Monster also well coordinated with his fight. Insani dropped down dead. And with that, LYP double the amount of players available to them on the server, but their fronts are separated. Doesn't matter though. They're well in tune with one another. So well coordinated. In tandem they flow. But LNZ, he's separated, he's locked in.
Oh, hold on. Don't want to give him a chance here, boys. 50 HP, he's got a 1v2, knows where both players are.
I meant locked in the bad sense of the word, not locked in the great sense of the word.
God.
Oh
my
dear.
goodness.
You can't miss shots. 14 HP, just a bullet for the clock, surely. Unless a headshot lands! LNC! The impossible! A quad beast! He cannot believe it! And neither can we!
That's insane. That's a generational thumbo. Out of LYP, they just gave him a Christmas birthday and everything else type of present. That's the biggest present he's ever received. That's a great play out of LNZ. But right now he's thinking, what the hell are these guys doing? Why are they giving me an opportunity? That should have been impossible. He's in a 1v4. First kill is fine. That fight here, short player doesn't need it. ZMB goes down. Divine misses an open shot, goes to the Glock. LNZ gets the headshot. This is so devastating.
Oh boy. And just like that, MIBR one round away from making the third map a reality.
And you know what?
Yes.
The biggest mistake, I feel like, lies with the short player. I know in a 3v1 like this, you don't want to say anything like that. Divine is not the guy to blame. He shouldn't be left in a 1v1 in a situation like this. It's the short player that's overextending in a 1 versus 3.
A few mistakes made here. Oh, you can't let yourself dwell on what just happened. One player down. Leo Monster unable to react in time, can't quite get the headshot there. A lot of resources expended on these breakaways of Connector and Ramp, and NQC is using that opportunity to get on top of Ticket Booth. Another collection. Nuke slowly actualizing, appearing before us. An oasis for MIBR. But is it an illusion? I think not. NQZ double kill. It's all about resilience in big games like this, and experience shows. Small mistakes in isolation, but massive in retrospect. And right now, LYP are paying for it. This could have been a map and series point situation for them, but instead, it is the deciding factor for Nuke coming into the equation.
Wow, what a comeback that was from MIBR. I mean, if you're the side of LYP, that last round, that 4v1 against LNZ, that was the last straw, right? This was what broke you. You could have had another opportunity. They had 4 opportunities to close this series out and send MIBR into the elimination bracket. But when you're playing against a team like that, eventually, if you fail to, I guess, just capitalize on so many opportunities, you will get punished. LNZ waking up, supporting Insani, supporting Venom Zera. And honestly, I feel a little bit bad for Allison. He played such a great map of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, man.
He probably deserves to close this one out. But MIBR, they were able to stand tall.
Yeah, Allison was such a decisive factor for the squad. Oh, it's crazy thinking about the effort that has put in, but truly what's kept MIBR in that game throughout the longest time, and if you just ignore the final mistakes, the difficulties had in overtime, because things can get chaotic, I think Insani is one of those players that you just have to highlight time and time again. Throughout that game, he's had incredible impacts, round in, round out, multi-kills, but you know, even if it isn't the multi-kills, even if it isn't multi-kills, but you know, even if it isn't the multi-kills, even if it isn't the entries, it's the impact in the moments that get you across the line, and Insani had had so many impactful moments throughout it.
Yeah, and mentally, you have to kind of question what state of mind LP are going to be having going into that next map, Pavlos, because I think that definitely hurt him a lot, and it's definitely going to be frustrating to have to come to peace with the idea that this game is still going. And for MIBR, this is just a saving grace. This is an opportunity to avoid going through a very painful loss. And going into Nuke, I feel like now they should have the moral high ground.
They should. At least for LP, there is moments of rest and respite. We'll see if they'll be able to come back stronger in that third and final map. They'll need all their forces alive if they want to take down a very dangerous MIBR. See you in a bit.
now. Insane aggression. I mean, MDS is behind their lines. They have no idea. They're getting absolutely massacred.
Important games like this.
Yeah, it definitely is, right? It's a mental test for like Allison as well. It's very easy to feel like you had won your team the game, but he still has a smile on his face. He's been, I feel like, the most pleasant surprise on this LYP lineup since the start of the event. I know he had a very rusty first map yesterday against the Bounty Hunters, but then he picked up the slack on both Ancient and Cash, and today he's been excellent. I feel like this guy has shown that he's a very serviceable rifler, and he's a bit of a trickster as well, right? He can be a bit annoying to be up against. He's going for the spams, he's going for the wild plays, the pushes through the smokes, but he's oftentimes good for a multi-kill and able to pull very, very exciting plays off. On the other side, NQZ, he had a bit of a tough time on Mirage. Not because of anything else, but because of the poor money situation for MIBR. He could barely play the AWP in regulation, and then come the overtime, he had a couple of chances to get opening kills, and he was doing that, but it never really felt like he was able to unleash himself. And on this MIBR team, when Insani's playing as well as he was on Mirage, NQZ is probably the guy that you're looking at to be his trustworthy number 2.
Indeed, indeed. What a game from Insani. Making sure hands are dry, or maybe nose blown at the end. Either way, whatever. They need to be fully prepared for this one. It's been a difficult game for MIBR, more difficult than they would have liked, for sure. But just like an opportunity was presented to LP to close it out, another opportunity is created for MIBR to avoid losing those crucial VRS points, avoid dropping to that lower bracket. This is a gift that they need to take advantage of as we enter in on Nuke. I do say this as we have a look at the stake odds, and the timer starts to tick down. MIBR on that CT side as LYP will try and take their stand on the T side.
Feels like we get to see the best of both worlds. A ZMB-led team on the T side, that's been very exciting to follow. And then MIBR starting on the defense, got a 10-2 CT side against Fluxo yesterday. LYP looking a little bit quicker. Putting up the pace in towards the bomb side. And Sani able to get the opening. Leo Monster with a good refrag. Venom Zera going huge. Then from the back of the bomb side is the dual Beretta, so Venom Zera to put them to bed, and a loud-ass scream out of Venom Zera.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a laughter, like an ugly laugh from Venom Zera, or a scream. Either way, happy about how that one ended up. And I'm just rolling the tape back in my mind of LYP playing against Bounty Hunters on Nuke. A lot of it was due, the difficulties arise when Bounty Hunters were playing aggressive on the CT side themselves, right? They created lurks very quickly, got into the back lines of the opponents, they allowed them to get in. For MIBR, that never came into the equation because LYP never allowed to settle on the site to begin with. Back to A though.
Going for another A pop. Yeah,
maybe a bit more
Venom Zera.
contacty this time.
Gotta be careful. Not able to get a single kill, and then Z gets run down. Rifles need to save the day. NQZ doing a whole lot of damage, but he gets taken down as well. Thank God you've got Burzin and Insani around. They'll be able to restore normality. LYP really looking like themselves. You know what, Pavlos? That's the one thing that I like about some of these teams from, from regional competition. They have identity, right? It's so obvious that this is ZMB who's leading the team.
True.
He loves an out-of-spawn rush play. He's kind of like the Brazilian Snappy, somewhere in between the Brazilian Snappy and the Brazilian Art. Well, Art is Brazilian already, but you get what I mean.
An ultra-Brazilian, I guess. Well, Brazilian squared.
Yeah. Also, another fun thing, ZMB's surname is Toledo, which is the surname of Fallen as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think they've got a connection, but it's just a fun fact.
Massive.
They're both
country,
IGLs. Both used to be opening IGLs, and both are now rifling IGLs.
Fair. Now that's clean. Barely any damage taken. None, actually. Absolute flawless. So, there's been a theme in the first 3 rounds. Quick, rapid. But now with the first round with buys available, we're going to have to wait. Today we've been a little bit unlucky with the tech pauses. That's for sure. Had disconnections. This one doesn't last as long. Fairly swift end to it. And we can see what LYP's first pie round looks like.
All right, they've purchased 5 AKs and a decent amount of util, so I want to believe that there's not going to be another straight up pop out of A. Right, maybe something a little bit slower, something with a couple more layers to it. Like an onion.
Maybe an onion has a few too many layers, Ted.
Yeah, but it's still nice. Still good for you.
Makes
Layers
you
could be
cry.
good.
Crying can be good. Thank you for his first blood. Wanting to take it a step further, feeling confident having Insani by his side, but you've got to be cautious. Again, the aimers from LYP need to be respected.
The bomb is alone, though, and that could be a bit of an issue. Burnson is still down to be bomb side, but they should know. Neither Enkizu or Insani are the ramp players, so they're still looking for Burnson. That's the reason why they're a little bit more cautious with this. They know he could be somewhere around the bomb side. Player spotted. Burnson, good for just the headshot, but not a kill.
They just tapped in. Scaring him, even though that was his teammate. LYP seem in control, but if you're LNZ and Venom Zero, you're highly considering this, especially if LYP appear, but no one is around.
They have a lot of nades, right? You can smoke the bomb, you can molly control.
Deep molly, the stairs. And Divine with not much health on him ends up falling. Great connection from LNZ. The double up as well. Down on ZMB to close this one out. LYP's buy round falls to the wayside.
Yeah, very well played. I mean, they just make the most out of the util. Didn't even need the smoke for the bomb. Venom Zero just stayed focused on his crosshair. Got the headshot. Nice shooting coming out of LNZ as well. And it's nice to see that there's other people charming in instead of just this being the Insani show. So this is already looking pretty decent out of MIBR. Getting a 2 versus 3 like this, they made it look easy. The stake odds still heavily in favor of MIBR. And another reminder to everyone in chat that you can take advantage of that weekly $35 promo. And also, we've got another series coming up after this one. There's going to be elimination on the line between Fluxo and Bounty Hunters.
Should be a massive game. Those are the losers between Fluxo and MIBR and LYP Bounty Hunters. Now we're seeing the winners matchup, about to see the losers, but still looking like a exciting game nevertheless.
I'm not sure if this is what Hap wanted to do.
No, probably not.
Somehow LNC flew up the vent and they went down. Burnson with a nice find onto Leo Monster. Gotta be careful. There goes the follow-up. Burnson going absolutely nuclear.
Far from comfortable. This Tech 9 can be quite brutal. On the bomb, smoked off. And indeed, with these low HP bars, the Tech 9s are chiming. Oh boy, it's dangerous. NQZ out to the open. Venom Zero now has to get forced into the one-on-one while the rifle's picked up by Divine. Out with a pistol, you're running out of time. There is a kit available. 9s are out! You cannot make this up! There is no time though. So with that, Venom Zero has to walk away in disappointment as he ends up falling as well. It's a good thing that LYP can keep their moods up with that.
I mean, they definitely can. That was such a chaotic round. I wonder why one of the full HP players from MIBR didn't just jump on top of the bomb. They wanted to get all the kills before they got the defuse. Venom Zero didn't have enough time to be chasing the kill. He had to just stick the bomb inside of the smoke and pray he doesn't get killed. I know it's wishful thinking, and he probably could have gotten knifed or spammed, but that was your only chance of winning the round. Time was running out. LYP are definitely going to be happy with this one. It felt like MIBR were getting more and more comfortable with time, especially after the double kill out of Burnson. And now money's low on both these teams. This could be the break round for the money of MIBR if they're not careful.
Pace slowed down just a little bit. It's all down to this ramp play, which Insanity is very much prepared for. Bernison only good for some chip damage. Switch up to the AK and... Oh, the lineup for NQZ! It's spicy, it's blind, and it's a collateral.
It's Taco Thursday. And NQZ's got the 2-for-1 special.
Well, technically, it's still Wednesday in South America.
For us, it's already Thursday, Pavlos.
13 minutes past.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, for me and you, not even in Central Europe, but or in Eastern
Central
Europe.
Europe, yeah.
All right, give me a food that starts with W.
No, that's G.
Are you going to say guacamole?
Yeah, guacamole.
Guacamole. That's
Kinda
excellent.
whack, dude.
Whamburger.
Wow, why is this so difficult? Wait, one sec.
Wedgies?
Wedges. The
Wedges?
potato wedges. Potato wedges.
Yeah. I call them wedgies. Is that
Wedgies?
wrong? Yeah.
I know them as wedges. Wedgies doesn't sound wrong, to be honest.
Yeah. Wedgie Wednesday. It could be Wag Me Wednesday. You know what Wag Me stands for.
What does it stand for?
We're all gonna make it.
Oh. That's actually factually false.
Why?
Because we're all going to die at some point.
Oh, come on. You can't say that.
It's true, though.
You can't say... No, please.
Yes.
I know it's true. You never know.
You never know. We might...
Yeah, some of the people watching the stream could be immortal lizards.
Lizards.
Yeah.
Musk, is that you?
Hidden in society.
Hidden society.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole,
No, let's
shall
not.
we?
So, even though it's a weaker buy, there's still potential here for LYP. The pace is on towards ramp. NQZ looking to see if he can run away, but blinded, can't quite find the corner. So, an AWP now collected into hands of Allison. B site to be taken over. LNZ having some great resistance, and Insanity to block in on the ramp has made this even more difficult. Every single one of the MIBR players now are chiming true. Can't help but feel the back minds of LYP saving the JWP may be the best solution.
I mean, you're not going to get bonus money, but yeah, you might be right. Thing is, I don't think Allison is in a position where he's going to be allowed to stay alive. Shot connects, doesn't do enough damage though when he's going to get taken down by LNZ. It's a double kill for him, double kill for Insani, 6-1 up. MIBR CT side looking strong. For the first time since the start of the series, it actually feels like MIBR are dominating in the way that they should have been probably since the start. Because there was a question in chat, where are the casters from? So my lovely co-caster Pavlos, he's half Cypriot, half English.
That's right.
And I am 100% Bulgarian.
100% idiot.
Come on.
It's okay.
I've been nice to you, man. Why do you have to do me like that?
It's my way of expressing love.
Yeah, sure. Bully. No, I can't say that. I am genuinely the bigger bully.
When you said about foods, why did I never think about watermelon?
Oh, yeah. Oh, watermelon's nice. LNZ's skill is also nice.
Scrumptious,
Giving
juicy.
him a little bit of spice. And MIBR have been clicking well with their mice since the start of that CT side on Nuke.
Hey, Ted the Poet.
Yeah. LYP, if they want to win a second round, might need to roll the dice.
If they get hungry, they can have some rice! What?
This is excellent. What a game of Counter-Strike.
I don't know what is going on. Allison's just too focused and trying to make things weird. He does have a good position here in Venom Zero.
This game's got no price.
No.
Okay. Halfway through the molly, he was a dead man. Venom Zero somehow gets a third kill out of this one, and NQC will put the round to bed. MIBR are really skating on ice, and they're skating away with this win. 7-1 up on the CT side. LYP might be time for a tactical timeout. Try and kill the momentum.
I'm scratching my head. I hope I don't have lies. So many weird moments in this round.
Yeah. I mean, this game has been so crazy. I feel like my head is full of flies.
Yeah. It's interesting.
And if you ask LIP,
which team will first splice?
Yeah, ZMB's probably got a lot of inner cries. We're sorry. Yeah.
You need to cut ties.
I think I think this is where we put an end to this.
But this is so nice. You're right.
We're sorry, guys.
We're so sorry. Well, no, we're not. We know you're enjoying this as well. So, packed mentality coming in from LYP. Only one left behind. ZMB on his own little venture. LNZ has just spotted out the movement.
I'll tell you something funny, by the way, in just a second. I just realized what I said a couple of minutes ago about the wedges.
Actually called wedges? Wedgies?
No,
I know what a wedgie is.
I'll explain after this round, Pavlos.
Yeah, that's when you pull pants up and...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Wedgie Wednesday doesn't sound like a fun time
anymore. It doesn't at all. Hey, wait. Divine, ZMB, both get picks. But bomb never goes down. So the round, there's no continuity to it. Just a couple of casualties for MIBR as this lead is increased.
Yeah, but I just realized that. As I was saying it, I realized the wedgie is the, you know, the underwear rides up or gets pulled tightly bullying. Between the buttocks. Yeah,
the actual energy of bullying. Yeah.
It could happen accidentally.
It could, but the bullying part of it is painful.
But it could also refer to a shoe with a solid wedge-shaped heel.
A wedgie?
Yeah, wedge-shaped heel.
Wet?
No, wedge-shaped heel.
I was like, how can you shape a wet heel? It's like one of those mattresses with water inside, those water mattresses, and you put a heel, which is water in there.
Yeah, guys, this is us progressively losing our minds, but
you think?
We still have another series coming up after this one.
Stick around, folks. It's bound to be entertaining.
On their way to get a win here. 8-1 up already. LYP need a response. Look at that setup. Insani on top of the warehouse. AWP looking for first contact as well. Insani still not spotted. NQC with a lovely opener, and that's the time when Insani sends them right into the wormhole. Trap activated. And LYP, they've not been able to get anything going on that T side of Nuke.
Activated my granddad's card.
Sorry. Oh no.
This is just a direct translation from the Greek dub.
Oh my goodness.
Of course there's a knife round in this map. Of course.
Yeah. See an Allison as well. LNZ doesn't really need to peek. He will go for the fight, and it's the double peek as well. LNZ gets the second frag as well. Leo gonna be able to get that bomb plant, but it's a 1v5, and he's already been spotted out. Gets the first spray down on the second. That's good damage out of Leo, but it should be an impossible round to pull off, and NQC just gonna run him down with the Julies. That's 9 rounds on the board. MIBR riding away to the horizon with this nuke in the series.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about the straw that broke the camel's back scenario long before this map started, right? When is that situation going to come through? And I think we can pinpoint the exact round it happened for LYP. You do hope they are resilient, they can get back in, they do have enough money to invest in a round, even though it's not the brightest. Especially if they're trying to go halvesies on it. But this is not the same LYP we've been seeing perform across Ancient and Mirage. Disheartened, broken. And look, they're playing on a nuke that has tended to not be their destination, if you will. MIBR playing so well on it, it's just the cookie on top.
Yeah, almost can't believe my eyes, but MIBR have been going through a very serious rise.
I see you, Tom.
Yeah. Hap. Tech 9. Dangerous up close. There goes one. Nice reaction out of NQZ. Still a dangerous round nonetheless. They still have those two rifles on Divine and Allison.
But hey, upgrades available now with these picks. A 2v1, NQZ with the AWP. You will have a tough time having a chance in this. There's plenty of money available. So you have to give this one a go.
There's no way he flies up the vent and clutches that up, right? There's no one watching the vent as of right now, so he's going to be able to make his way up. Both players towards the back of the bomb site.
That Molly will give away his position. I think someone peeks out. That's a big nade. But when you do have an AWP, might not really make a difference. ZMB with the Tech 9. Who would have thought that it's an eco round or a lighter buy from LYP to get them on the board for the second time this half? One round remaining in it. Safe to say if they want to have a chance. This is an absolute necessity.
Yeah, even with a third round, I feel like it could be a little bit out of reach, but we did see MIBR show some struggles on the T side yesterday against Fluxo, so who knows? Wouldn't be the craziest thing that's happened since the start of the series.
Ooh, chip damage. Insani is exposed to a couple of the players here, so ends up falling. There is fight back coming in from NQZ, but it's not without the trades. Spray across the smoke. Allison comes alive at the right moment. With double the amount of players available, LYP and have a minute and 20 to reconfigure and decide on the plan of action.
It's a good freeze. You want to make sure you're not giving away 1v1s, silly opportunities. LNZ's position is still very powerful. You could cut the cross in towards Mini. Hold on a second. This could get a little bit scrappy. Molly down secret. LNZ knows there's a fight coming. Do they clear him out? They line up for him, and LNZ's good for a double, making a third.
No way.
Is the captain out of nowhere, and it really is easy. He makes it look so. Hap, a 1v2 bomb picked up. Flash is perfect. LNZ sends him back in his 10 rounds, double digits. MIBR 3 rounds away from getting that win on the board.
Someone's got to zoom in on LNZ's smile, make a meme with that post from 13 Reasons Why. Oh, that smile, that smile. It's been glorious from LNZ, closing it out with a 4-piece at halftime. It too truly feels that LYP have got a long way to go here. MIBR truly stepping up when it comes to Nuke. A very decisive 10-2 on the CT side. You can definitely see victory on the horizon.
Basically one pistol round away. It's been a day to forget for MIBR on the first two maps, but they might get their happy ending in the end. They're happy ever after. Allison spots out the first. ZMB will open things up onto Burnzan. Goosh onto the player towards the back of credit, so you could potentially try and chase Allison down. Divide buys the dust. Same for ZMB, and this one is already falling apart for the CTs.
It is. Leo Monster with the dualies, though, is the best weapon if you're dealing with multiple players ahead of you. Does get shut down quickly, and how last man standing for LYP. Lost cause. Yeah, trophy room might as well hang about some successes in the room, because this series will not end up being it. Look, you know, Ted, we can be a little bit rough with LYP, the way that things have transpired, but they did get much closer to winning than we ever thought imaginable.
I mean, they should have closed the series. Full stop.
For sure, absolutely.
Right. And it's just a very painful lesson of when you are the underdog and you are playing against a team like MIBR, you catch them on a couple weird maps where they're not playing optimally, and you're all performing very well, that if you don't take the chances that are going to be offered to you, you might get punished. And Allison has had enough. He's out of here.
Yeah, that didn't happen, guys. He just disconnected the seed. We have a couple of issues as of this point.
He is out of here.
Yeah,
it just wasn't
back,
probably wasn't his decision. But yeah, he's back. Good old Allison.
I'm still starstruck by his performance on Mirage. It must be super frustrating not closing it in on, not closing it out in your favor. Allison has been one of those players I've been super impressed with. Not fully aware of previously to this event. He's been the old reliable for LYP. So it looks like all 10 players are on the server. Tech pause has been removed, and we can enjoy the action once again. MIBR winning that pistol have basically started to pull the strings on the curtains. Unless LYP have anything else to say. Feels like a formality, a victory lap.
Divine does not fire off. Takes a shot. Couldn't connect. Receives a little bit of damage. Able to get out of dodge, and he's got the support of Leo Monster. Diagonal smokes in play for the tease, as Insani's already made his way down secret. Bomb still outside, and so is Venom Zero on top of Mini. Taking a lot of space. They want to flush Allison out of position. Two players towards the back of credit and Config, and that's probably more than what they were anticipating.
And that's a pick. But the sprays down across the smokes are able to answer back the favor quickly. But Allison continues to be a nuisance. Finally shut down by Insani. Burdison as well, finding success on his own front. And even though Hap is trying to disrupt, it's just Divine left. 4 HP. The very first player for LYP to take damage this round to find any confrontation. The bomb's planted far away from him.
Scouting hand. Not a lot he can do about this. Maybe try and pick up a gun person. We'll blindside him and take him down from behind. And it's MIBR moving up to 12 rounds. It's all good and well when it ends good and well. And that's going to be the story for MIBR. A very labored affair on Ensign and Mirage, but Nuke looks as comfortable as possible. Literally 1 kill away from disaster on that previous map. Now looking like a completely different team. A lot of things to still address, reassess.
For sure. I mean, that's something that they're going to take note on coming into the next matches, right? Heading over to the upper bracket final, and it's smooth sailing for this one. Full wind in their sails. Practically sailing and surfing through the map. It's smooth and it's quick. MIBR, there's no denial there was more struggle than intended in this series, but at least they close out Nuke on a very positive note.
Yeah, look, this is, I guess this is the most important thing when you're MIBR and you go through such a scrappy series, is the fact that you're able to get it over the line. This builds character for a team like this. In the end of the day, there's still a lot of things that they need to address, because there's other teams that probably would have been able to punish them with a little bit more experience. For NYP, I want to give them kudos because they played a great game of Counter-Strike, especially on the first 2 maps. I feel like just mentally they were checked out come Nuke, but that was to be expected. After how devastating Mirage was for them with all these opportunities to close it out, MIP